Times Square, New York's favorite disaster. It should go without saying that you won't be running into any of your friends here. Even if they work in the area, they have surely figured out a back entrance to get into their office in a timely manner. But if you want to get lost in a sea of strangers, it is a great place to be. Sit on the red steps and see how many selfies you can photobomb. And when you get bored with that, simply just try to cross the street. Times Square aids in helping you slow down your natural state and allows you much needed reflection time because you literally have never walked slower in your life. Even that one time when you were at a mall in Wisconsin. And don't worry if you run into your friend Beth who passes out flyers for Chicago the Musical. She's in a worse place in her life than you and most likely won't want to talk. On the off chance that Beth does want to chat, just take that as your opportunity to say, Beth, look, I don't think this city looks so good on you. Maybe you want to move back home? And sooner than you can say squish, pop, Cicero, she'll be gone from your sight and you will never have to see her again. You can feel good because you helped someone. Today, we will be covering 3 of Midtown's hottest spots to be alone that aren't quite the touristic epicenter of the city, Times Square. But before we begin, ask yourself the following questions. Are you single and not ready to mingle? Are you single and could care less about pairing up? Are you single and survival of the fittest has told you you're gonna die and you're gonna die alone? And most importantly, are you in Midtown Manhattan? Today we are going to take a closer look into those special times when either out of your own volition or out of necessity or when you're just plain out of friends, you've wound up alone in Midtown. So you're alone in Midtown. How did this happen? Did you lose a bet? Did the subway you were on decide to fast track? Or were you in a funk and began listening to the Head and the Heart radio station on the Amazon Prime Music app and just started wandering around the city with no plans and no purpose other than that your body was telling you that you needed to get out and get some fresh air, and when you looked up again, whoops, you were in Midtown? You're watching a Need Help special investigation, Alone in Midtown. How to kill time without killing yourself.
Hey guys, it's Ryan, and I'm here to tell you the top 3 places in Midtown to be alone. Coming in at number 1, the bar at Bowmore Lanes. That's right, bowling alleys aren't just for bowling. I mean, you can do that, and if you do, I suggest going on a Monday when bowling is unlimited for $22.79. That's shoes included. Also, they have $5 PBRs. But you know what? The bar at Bowmore is just steps away from Times Square, and you're so likely to be alone because nobody goes to a bowling alley just to drink, unless you're in North Carolina. So do yourself a favor, go to the bar at Bowmore and order up a beverage of your choice. Also, order up a pizza cake. They serve those. It's just what it sounds like. It's a pizza shaped like a cake, and you deserve it. You're alone. Coming in at number 2 on our list of places to be alone in Midtown Manhattan is the Phantom of the Opera. It's the longest running show in Broadway history. This show is super relatable. It is and it is a great place to be lost in a sea of people. Let me tell you a little bit about this show. This show is about this disfigured man named Phantom, and he is stalking this woman named Christine. Now Phantom is trying to get Christine to sing high notes. Eventually she's like, okay. This show has everything. It also has synthesizers and a wind-up monkey. Disclaimer, if you are from Texas or parts of Europe, this might not be the place for you to be alone in Midtown because the odds of you running into a relative or someone you went to high school with are very, very great. If you're from Texas or from Europe, I suggest going to a play or like a lesser-known Broadway musical, like The Prom. We've done it! We reached our top place to be alone in Midtown. It's my ride or die. It's due at 53. It's 53. Just trust me. This place has it all. Private rooms, attentive staff, hot green tea whenever you want it. This place is open as early as 2 p.m. and stays open until 6 a.m. It's basically there whenever you need them most. Do you have annoying roommates? Do you have thin walls and a lot of feelings? Listen, no nosy neighbor's gonna knock on your door asking if you have an intruder this time. Come on down to Duet 53. Here's a hot tip. Are you an actor or performer and you need to warm up your voice before your next audition? $5 an hour after 2 p.m. until 8 p.m. What a bargain! Come on down, warm up your chords before you get typed out of that next audition. Don't just take my word for it. Listen to this anonymous testimonial from a random stranger.
I love Duet 53 so much. I go there so often alone. There was a time when I took a friend and then the staff didn't recognize me. They were like, wow, I didn't recognize you with another person.
Terry, where are you filming that? Terry, you know what? I don't feel bad about that. I don't feel bad about that. This is Duet 53. This is my favorite place. You should come be alone inside of there. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm Ryan.